What's going on YouTube? This is Woomer007 bringing you guys an episode in Farming Simulator entitled Making Hard Mode Less of a Grind. Now, I'm gonna put the mod list of all the mods in the video description, but here's the list of all the mods that I'm using to make the grinding a lot less of a pain. Basically, we're gonna make silage to make all of our money, and we're gonna be relying on a lot of mods that benefit from the silage. We're gonna use the standard Easy Collect 1053. Then we're gonna use a cat dolly, and then we're gonna use this semi truck to haul the tipper. Now this semi truck, I did modify some of the mod descriptions so that it will be rounded numbers. Like it costs 100,000 for 1,000 horsepower, and it has a maintenance of 100 a day. But the original mod is a little bit different, so I tweaked it to my liking. You could do the same thing if you like. Semi trailer. The semi trailer is 40 something thousand and has a maintenance of 80,000. It holds about 300,000 capacity in the tipper, and then we're gonna be relying on the Bayer Convelt to transfer all the silage into the biogas to make the money. And then we're going to use the Pronto 26 DC to do all the cultivating, the plowing, and the fertilizing all in one go. And then we use this modified 100,000 capacity Krone that's been modified so that it basically works as like the other harvesters where it has a built-in tank, but this one is actually a lot more than 100,000 from what I saw in my testing. Then we're going to use the coupling. This coupling is an add-on to the Big X 1100, which allows you to haul other tippers such as the Caterpillar that we're going to be using. And finally, we're going to be using this tractor, which is the Ursus C330. It costs 7,000 and it only has a $1 maintenance per day, so it's really cheap and it's very effective for everything that we got to do. It's a little bit old and rusty, but it'll get the job done. It moves at about 15 miles per hour at most with 30 horsepowers, and we're gonna have one to do the cultivating and the plowing and the fertilizing, and the other one is to be hooked up with the conveyor belt. Now, when you're first starting off, you will only be able to afford one, and then as you get rid of all your loans and stuff, you can get a second one. Uh, Now in the mod, we are going to be using another mod that increases our loans, and you're going to be taking out, I believe it's around $500,000 loan to be able to get all this equipment, and then you want to pay back the loan as soon as possible. You can probably pay it off in a few days, so it doesn't take very long. Alright, now let's get started. Now here is the Big X 1100. It has the coupling, and then the coupling is hooked to the dolly, which the dolly is then hooked to the Caterpillar trailer. Now I've already cleaned the field to make the video as short as possible, because I do believe this video will be about 10 or 15 minutes long, and I'm going to try to make the video as quick as I can. The map that I'm also using is an edited version of Westbridge Hills. It's called Westbridge Hills 2, and it's basically identical, only it's been reshaped. A couple of fields have been reshaped, and cows and sheep and stuff have been moved around. But what I do like about this map, which is the reason why I got it, is that it does have the ability to sell slurry and manure, which the vanilla version of the map doesn't. And there are no mods, no placeable mods to sell the manure and the slurry. So that's the main thing I liked about this map, and it's the main reason why I got this map. Alright, now let's get started. Now, as I said, I did clean up this whole field to make the video as short as possible. As you can see at the bottom, I've already collected 276,066 liters of silage. And we're going to be using the Auto Combine mod to clean up this field. So we're just going to clean it up right now, and as you can see, I'm at the bottom. I just activated the helper and Auto Combine is on. There you can see that I am using the Auto Combine. Now I will be using Courseplay as well, and Auto Combine and Courseplay do work together, and you won't have any issues using both mods at the same time. Now let's see, when we're done cleaning up here, we're gonna take this to the biogas. You're gonna see how quickly we make money at the biogas. I did modify the biogas so that it does hold a lot more capacity in the tanker, and it does, you know, process the silage a lot quicker. All right, so we're done collecting, and let's go ahead and turn off the helper, get rid of auto combine. Now let's go ahead and take the dolly. We're gonna get rid of the dolly here in a second. Alright, the tipper is now alone so that our semi truck can pick it up. Let's see, here we go. Alright, now this truck, as you can see at the bottom, it has 62 miles per hour and it moves really quickly. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to change the horsepowers, but let's see how quickly it could tow this thing over to the biogas. Let's see, my driving skills are not the best when it comes to reversing. Here we go. Hopefully we get over there pretty quickly, because I do believe I did modify the horsepower to 1000. I do believe it was actually a little bit more or a little bit less, I don't remember, but it is moving pretty quickly, so it shouldn't take us too long to get over there. Let's see, is there anything else that I need to remind you guys? The conveyor belt, we use one conveyor belt to collect all the silage after it's been fermented, and we're gonna put it back into this tipper, and then once the tipper's full, we whoa, hit the barricade there. Once the tipper's full with silage, then we're gonna process it into the biogas. Like right there's the conveyor belt, so we're gonna come here and we're gonna dump the silage once it's been fermented. So as you already saw, there's my other tractor with the conveyor belt ready. Well, let's go ahead and unload this. Now there is another mod that I am using, which is to speed up time. I don't remember what it's called, but I will put it in the video description with the rest of the mods. I don't believe there are any more mods that I have to do. Now I've already dumped the shaft in there. Now while that's going on, I set the Pronto to do its thing and cultivate and fertilize and plow all at once. I do have a course generated with the Courseplay, so you will have to use Courseplay for this, so that way you can automate it. So let's go ahead and drive course. He's gonna get started, and he's turning around for some reason. Hopefully he doesn't go into a loop. Oh, I think he's stuck in a loop. Oh, let's go ahead and try to get this guy going. Let's lift the Pronto up. Now, what I do like about the Pronto is it does everything at once, and it does have a wide width, which is why I love this mod, because it does save a lot of time. Now let's see if we can get him going. I think he is going to. Oh, nope. God damn. Oh boy. Why don't you just say when this happens? It only happens during a video, because outside of a video, he always did it on the first try. I don't know why he's acting up. Oh, it's probably because I didn't set him to fertilize. Maybe that's what happened. Because I did just buy this tractor. The other tractor was the one that was doing this. Okay, now I think he's going to actually go. It looks like he's going to work. There we go. Yeah, that's what it was. I forgot to set it to fertilize. Now he's gonna do this course, and I'm not gonna sit here and have you guys watch him do that. But he is gonna go ahead and get this field ready. Now while he does that, I'm actually gonna start compacting, because usually by the time I finish compacting, he's pretty much almost done. So that way, you know, you do multiple things at once. So let's go ahead and get this compacting as soon as possible. I don't know if there's anything else that I need to tell you guys. So we're just gonna try to get this compacted as soon as possible. I wish the compacting didn't take as long though. I might go into the Giants editor and maybe find a way to compact a lot quicker so that it doesn't take as long. Now that conveyor belt, what I really like about that conveyor belt is that it does tilt to the side, and you're gonna see when I use it. I'll show you briefly. But the conveyor belt does come more compact. It's a lot more portable than that. But I'm not gonna get into the into how you take it out of the compact mode and turn it into how it is. But basically, you have to go on one side and unload it, and then you have to turn around and go on the other side. There is a video on YouTube that I did see this mod being used, and he actually goes more in depth into how to do that. But it's not very complicated. I'm sure you guys can get it on the first try. But you do have to lift it to be able to turn around and go on the other side. But the thing I like about that conveyor belt is that you can use it in the front or the back. And since that tractor doesn't have a forwarding of a hitch in the front, it works great because I can just hook it to the back of that tractor. And since it's a very good tractor for a very cheap price, so for my needs, it gets the job done, and I don't have to you know, waste more money on a more expensive tractor that's not gonna benefit me right now. We're almost done compacting. 70%. We should be done here in a couple of passes. Now, if you weren't using all these mods, this process would take a lot longer. Because I do know that, like, you know, the Vanilla Factory tippers, I believe, are like 50,000, 57, 59,000. And that starting field is like 280,000 shaft. So you would probably make like, I don't know, 6 trips, more or less. And we're almost done compacting, so we can speed up the video and get this video almost done. But yeah, you would sit there and be coming here like 6 times, and it would take you a lot longer. Alright, so let's blanket the silo. And let's go ahead and park our 18 wheeler here so that we can get ready. Now I need to get this guy out of here. Forgot about him. Let's get him out of here so that our cultivator doesn't get in the way. Let's see what this other guy is doing. Alright, he's halfway done. Moving a little slow, but whatever. Let's see. Alright, so now we have to get this guy over here. We have to get the conveyor belt over there to the silo so that he could load it into the tipper. And we're gonna back him up. Our cultivator's slipping. Let me check on him real quick. Oh, he's stuck in traffic. Stop the driver. Let's back him up real quick so that traffic can go through. And drive course. There he goes. Alright, so back to what we're doing. Alright, so let's get the conveyor belt lined up so that when the fermenting is complete, we could send it over to the tipper. There we go. Now you have to hit B to turn the band on. And let's go ahead and get the truck over here lined up. And what I really like about this this conveyor belt is that it does have a line, so it kind of tells you where you need to line up your truck to dump in the stuff. Now I'm just gonna show you guys real quick what I mean about the conveyor belt moving to the side. Let's see here, K and M. So you press K and M, and as you can see, the conveyor belt moves. Oops, there we go. So if we were gonna, if the truck was on the opposite side, it would go to the other side. You guys get the idea. So like you can line it up straight, left or right. That's what I really like about this mod, because like the other conveyor belt that I was using was just straight, and it was a real pain to handle. Let's go ahead and fast forward the time here. We're gonna hit Control R to fast forward 12,000, and fermenting will be at 100% in about 2 seconds. Great demand at slurry for slurry. Oh, we do have slurry, but I'm not gonna do that right now. So there we go, 282,289 silage. Now let's go ahead and get this going. Oh, there we go. There's our conveyor belt working. Now what I like to do to speed this up is move the truck up and the conveyor belt, back it up so that they can constantly be bringing in the silage. So now we're gonna back up the conveyor belt. Now this is pretty much the what you have to do, but I'm gonna show you guys till the very end so that you guys can see the biogas when it accepts all the silage. It's a lot more than the default 20,000, so that you guys can change that if you like. While they're doing this, apparently my cultivator's slipping. He's stuck in traffic again. Let's go ahead and get him out of there. Normally he only gets stuck in traffic once. There we go. Let's get him out of there. Oh boy. And now another car is coming. Well, let's back him up and let the traffic go through. Well, the good thing is that we're on the last pass, so it's not too complicated to get him back on track. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to pick up the Pronto. Now this mod, I forgot to mention that this map does not work with the Pronto 26C because you're only moving with the helper. It'll only move a little bit and then it'll stop, and that's why I have to use Courseplay. I try to use Courseplay at the least amount that I have to, because for one, it's a little complicated for me, and two, you know, it's not really needed all the time unless you're like setting a course to dump somewhere. So let's just stay here while he's he's pretty much almost done, so that I can just stop him right away. I don't know why why this corn is already up when he just finished plowing, and the time hasn't even fast forwarded. But whatever, better for us, I guess. Oh, I did speed up. I remember now. I did speed up when we were fermenting, I'm sorry. Alright, now let's get the truck up there. And back up. And our cultivator has finished work. So let's go ahead and stop the driver, so that we don't get charged for hiring anymore. If I had to take a guess, I would say that this whole process would take you guys about 30 minutes, but you will make about $200,000 for 30 minutes of work, which is a lot quicker than grinding it out in hard any other method. As you guys, if you haven't already played hard, on this map, Westbridge Hills, it's almost impossible to do forestry unless you're playing on a forestry mod, because you can't place trees and then sell the logs right away, because that got nerfed. But silage is the next best way to make money on hard, and this does speed the process up. There you go. You see there you see the little line coming out of the belt. That's the marker that tells you where the tipper needs to be. The good thing is that apparently, from what I see, the conveyor belt doesn't drop unless there's a tipper, so you don't lose any silage. That's always good. So we're almost done emptying the silo here. Only got about 40 grand left. Let's back up one more time. Make sure he gets the last bit that's left. Oh, we got 15,000 left. Oh, we still got 5,000. Where's it at? I'm guessing it's probably over here somewhere. Okay. Where is it? Could it be that green area right there on the ground there? If it's not, I'm not gonna bother, because I don't want to make the video longer than what it already is. Alright, let's just go ahead. You guys get the idea. I'll figure out where the other 5,000 are at. But you guys get the idea. Let's just go ahead and sell this real quick so you guys can see the capacity of the biogas. That is more than the 20,000. And then we'll end the video there. Alright, so now we have to get this conveyor belt back over to the biogas so that we can sell the silage. Now when you're moving this conveyor belt over here with this tractor, you want to be very careful, because it's kind of lightweight and it does move all over the place, and then you'll have to reset the vehicle because it tips over. Because that happened to me. Alrighty. And now let's just get the truck over here. Oh. This is not how I drive in real life, by the way. I don't crash into cars. Now let's get this truck over here. Oh, passed it. Is the belt on? Let me check. It is on. It's not giving me the unload option. Huh. That's weird. It should give me the unload option. Let's try to get there a little bit closer, see what happens. Oh, there, I saw it. Oh god, somebody's writing on Skype in the middle of a video. Now there's the unload option. There we go. There we go. That's the whole process. You'll see the silage just getting loaded onto the conveyor belt and then dropping into the biogas. Now, as you can see, it's already past 24,000, and that's pretty much all I wanted to show you guys, because I did set it to 3,600,000, which is the same amount as the 4 silos. And I did that so that when a great demand comes, I can just dump all 3.6 million in there without issue. Now that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And this is Wilmer 007 signing out. Peace.